I'm going to give you some first date tips. So if this Valentine's Day you're going out with a guy that this is your first time going out with, stay tuned to hear some tips from me on the things that you should and shouldn't do during this date. Okay, so this is your first date with your new Valentine and you're like wondering, what the heck do I do? Okay, so first, hopefully you saw my makeup tutorial and you are looking great and feeling confident. Okay, so we're going to start with the outfit. I say if this is a first date, you should dress modestly sexy. Okay, so this is Valentine's Day. You do want to be sexy, you want to feel confident, but you don't want to show too much goods. Okay, so let's stay away from the low neckline, highly cut dresses. Okay, we don't want to give away all what we got. Okay, you got to keep some to the imagination. So I would say a nice bodycon dress would be nice. You can show a little cleavage, but just let's not have all the girls hanging out. Okay, give them something to think about. You want to be attractive, but you want to be classy. Okay, so let's start with the outfit. Keep it modest and sexy. My second tip would be, if you know this person well enough, y'all have been talking for a while, I say if he's mobile and he's able to take you out, then let him come pick you up. Okay, let him be a gentleman. So if he offers to come and pick you up, I say let him come pick you up. Don't meet him there. Be feminine. Let him be a man and take you to where you all need to go, and then he can bring you back after your date is complete. Another strong tip that I suggest is to let him open doors for you. Okay, chivalry is not dead. Okay, I am the first one to tell you my love opens doors for me still, and we are like 5 years in. Okay, and he still opens doors for me. My dad opened doors for me when I was a kid, and that was one thing that he always stressed to me, is to let a man open the door for you. Okay, so ladies, if you are first, you know, if you are headed to the door first, just politely stand there and wait, and not in a negative way, but you do it in a lady way, in a classy way. You kind of stand to the side a little bit and let him open the door for you. And this will show him that you are a lady and that you would like, you know, you would like chivalry. Please do not forget to say thank you. Every time, I cannot stress, I am the biggest thank you person. Okay, so anytime my honey opens the door for me, I always say thank you. Anyone, even my sons, they open the doors as well. So I say thank you. So do not forget to say thank yous. Okay, so now you're at your table. You are looking to order food. I personally will limit my drinking on the first date. Now, if you are a heavy drinker, no, let's not even go there. Okay, we're just gonna limit our drinking on the first date. You want to be cognitive, you want to hear the conversation, you want to get to know this person. You may have a glass of wine, you may have a light martini, but I would say limit it to one drink. Okay, don't go overboard. And you know, you really want to get to know this person, and you want him to also get to know you. Sometimes alcohol makes you act differently than you would, you know, your normal self. So you just want to keep that in mind. We don't want to make false impressions, but we want to make a good impression, because a lot of times, you know, your first impression is going to stick with the person forever. So you want to make a good first impression so that you have opportunity to learn more about this person if you're interested, and if he's interested in you, he can learn more about you as well. But you'll have more time if you make a good first impression rather than just, you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff on the first date. Okay, so now when it comes to ordering food, this is like really, I don't know if I would call it tricky, but it's interesting, because a lot of women seem to feel like they can't eat on the first date because of whatever reason. They don't want to seem fat, they don't want to seem greedy or whatever. Now, I personally would not suggest eating a salad unless you would genuinely eat a salad if you go out to a restaurant. I think you should order something that you would normally order. Now, I would say to stay away from finger foods, because that can get really sloppy. You should probably gravitate towards things that you can eat with a knife and a fork, so that it gives you an opportunity to, you know, eat your food and chew and then talk, and you're not worrying about doing your hand stuff. You're not worrying about, oh, am I eating too much, am I eating too little? But order something, you know, regular, maybe some pasta, maybe I would say a steak, but you don't want to go too far, okay? Especially if he's treating you, you don't want to like order a $30 steak. That's another thing. Be conscious of the price. These are just my tips, okay? These are the things that I thought about when going out on a first date before. Be conscious of the price that you're ordering. I would say personally, I would order something that I would be comfortable paying for myself. You don't want to order the highest thing on the menu, and then I wouldn't necessarily order the lowest thing on the menu just because of the price. So I would try to stay somewhere in the mid-range. So if the plates range from $18 to $32, I would probably go somewhere around $24, $25. If this is your first date, I would suggest not indulging in a nightcap, okay? So what this means is, I don't think that on a first date you should go back to someone's house or have them come back to your house unless your vibes are just flowing that way, you know. But now if you feel like the nightcap is going to be a sexual encounter, then I would steer clear of that if you're really interested in this person, because again, you want to have an opportunity to learn more about this person and find out, you know, if this is going to be a good match or not. So I would say steer clear of any kind of sexual encounters for that evening. But I mean, if you are really truly just vibing and you want to go back and talk, and you know, if you're just having that great of a time, then cool. But if not, then I would say I had a nice date and I would love to see you again sometime. So that concludes my tips for your first date being on Valentine's Day, and I hope this was helpful. Again, this is just my opinion. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you are interested in seeing this tutorial for this makeup look, then please click below in the description box and I will have that available. And that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.